Yes, guys, welcome to What's in Your Hand Woodworking. I haven't gotten the chance to do a live since lately. So today I have captioned the stream live. I haven't really put it up yet. I was trying to set it up on my computer, but it looked like it didn't work out for me this time. But I've labeled it, "Don't be afraid to get started in the game, in the woodworking game." And the main reason for me saying that is that a lot of times we are confronted with fears in terms of how to get started. You know, the ideas are in the head, but that's where they stay and never actually materialize. So what I've done is that I've decided that, you know, sometimes you need motivation. I got my motivation from watching certain channels. This guy from in Australia by the name of Daner Made. Another guy from Denmark by the name of Jasper Made. And I also watch John Malecki. I watch Bearded Vikings. These are all channels that I've watched. And what I've learned that they all carry a central theme in terms of motivation, and that is to do what? It's just to get started. So if we allow our fears to cripple us, then we won't get started. Sometimes they want to think about, well, I don't have enough tools. What I did when I just started out, I messed up my wife's backyard, because this is my starting ground, so I consider it to be my outdoor woodworking shop. So first you'll have to start from where you are. And that is why I've named my channel What's in Your Hand, symbolizing that you start from where you are. As a matter of fact, I've learned over the years that a lot of big industries, a lot of big businesses, the owners or the CEOs, they started out in their backyard, some in their garage, and some just start where you are. And one way how I did it, I was on Facebook Marketplace a lot. My very first cabinet table saw that I got was a Grizzly, a whole version. When I look it up, it is even discontinued, but I took it same way. And I worked with it for a while. Then I bought a Ryobi job site saw. Then I ended up buying this skill saw because I was watching 731 Woodworking, and they recommend that this was on sale, and I immediately rushed out and got it. I think I got it for like $200, close, call it under $300. So I'm just saying that you just have to fight that fear and get started. So what I want to do today is that I want to try something that is new. I've always loved abstract art, and I have sketched this out on a piece of sapele or mahogany. I don't know if you can see it. So I've actually sketched this out, and after I sketch this out, I will be working on this later. But I had a cutting board that I was working on for a while, so I want to actually run it through my thickness planer and get it sorted out. Thanks for liking my shirt. I'm actually representing my country. I'm from the island of Jamaica, and we recently suffered a storm, a hurricane, Melissa, that destroyed the south and western side of the island. So I'm currently wearing my this shirt in support of my fellow countrymen as they go through their time of devastation, as they seek to recover from the loss of that they would have suffered. I know that a lot of people are homeless. A lot of people have lost basically all of their earthly possessions. Some even lost their lives, and so I'm deeply in sharing, mourning with them as they mourn and as they go through their time of recovery from this storm. I know that there are a lot of people who have set up funds and all of those things. I don't have anything like that, so I'm encouraging you that if you say anything like that and you would like to give support to some foundation that will bring help to my island home, that will be greatly appreciated also. So as I said, I'm just representing my country shirt. So so that's basically it. this is actually a whole growth pine that I got from a building that was like about this. So this is actually close to 200 years old in terms of the age of this board. But I'm making a hand grain cutting board, and the main reason for making this hand grain cutting board is that I was on Etsy and I saw someone made a end grain cutting board, and I liked the way how it looked. So I'm trying to see how this one is going to turn out. I'm not sure if it will end up looking the similar or the same, but I know for sure that definitely I'm going to like the way how it looks. So let me screw it off. Going to screw off one end with my miter saw. And then I'm going to cut it down to the actual length that I want it to be, the thickness of the cutting board on my table saw. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely going to look nice. So now I'm going to actually move over to my table saw. Let me put this aside. I think I might be pretty much done with it for the day. So let me show you. I'm heading off to my table saw, where I'm going to cut these down to I need to get something. I'm going to cut this down to an inch or 2 inch or inch and 3/4 thereabout. Let me see what actual measurement will work for me best. Yep. I don't know if you're seeing in the background my sign. Let me show you my sign that I made. So there it is in the background. Let me pull it up closer. Yeah, so that's my sign. That's actually the name of my channel, What's in Your Hand Woodworking. So now I'm going to go over to the table saw. As you can see, this is definitely an outdoor woodworking shop. I do everything in my backyard. So let's see. Okay. So I'm going to cut this to an inch and 3/4 thickness. That's the thickness that I want to give the board. Inch and 3/4. The blade. So I make sure I use a push stick because I don't want to run my finger too close to the saw blade. I used to do it like that, but since lately I realized that it is dangerous. So I try my best to avoid doing it like that anymore. nearly fall. My tripod decided to fall on me. Man, yeah, let me anchor my tripod with some weights. Yeah. Yeah. This is a pretty decent sized board, I have to say. So as I was saying when I just started the live, that this live is really geared, for those who, you want to do something. Although this is about woodworking, you want to do something in life business-wise, but you're just scared. You're thinking about if your business is going to fail. You're thinking about a lot of stuff. But for the purpose of this live is really to let you know that instead of you allow yourself to be crippled with fear, one way to deal with it is to just really get started. Leave and leave the worry. So, don't just stop worry about if you're going to fail and all of those things. From the moment you get started, you will realize that the next thing you're going to experience is more likely. Let me take you over to my joint of cleaning. The more likely you'll have to put in some time and energy and consider it to be an investment. When I just started out, I've been doing this for like 2 years now. So what I learned is that if you're going to do anything, first you have to make sure that you love what you do. And the main reason for that is that success doesn't really come immediately as you start doing anything. It takes a while for success for you to reap. And when you have that genuine love for what you're going to do, then it will keep you motivated and wanting to do more and more. Because I'm telling you, when I started out, I was making a lot of cutting boards, I was making a lot of stuff. And that's about like 2 years now. And even now, I still have a lot of those stuff that I've made. I haven't sold them. So it's not like I'm going to tell you that this is bringing in a lot of money for me, but I do find it to be relaxing and I love doing it. And that's why I'm saying it's the same for businesses. I learned that Jeff Bezos, when he started Amazon, it took him at least 10 years. It took him like 10 years to have a major success. success in this business. So we have to keep on investing. Likewise, maybe similar. Similar in your business endeavors. So you will start to see what they call it, return on your investments. Going back over to this now. Let me take it to the table. Oh. Ha. Oh. Thanks for that idea. But let me first go ahead by letting you know that I'm going to try that. But because I keep, as you can see, my shop is outdoor. So I'm trying to devise a way how to keep it from being like that. Because I know that I have to do some work on it. But thanks for the idea. Definitely going to try that. Yep. I'm just fixing the orientation on this. These boards, spinning them to see. Okay, good. So I'm getting somewhere. I'm getting something that I'm looking for. liking this way more. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for this. Yeah. Maybe this up. And not only that, I believe that my blades are also in need of some TLC, so I need to buy some new blades for my jointer planer. I think I'm going to might sit out this winter or get it serviced so that I can get better results from it. And I truly appreciate every single advice that I get, especially when it comes to woodworking, because I think I know every single minute thing about woodworking. I'm still learning on the job as I go day by day. And you guys, I have to say that you guys have always given me good information that I always try to put into practice. Yep. So that's what I try to do every single time. Make use of the advice that I receive from you guys. And so thanks again, Robert. Always looking forward to getting some of your wisdom, some of your knowledge when it comes to woodworking. I knew that I forgot something. I might have to do this one old school. So I'm actually using type 3. I don't know if you know any other glue that you would recommend, but for me, I believe that this one works very well for me. I try to use it in almost all of my projects. That includes gluing up. I know that they make a lot of different type of glue. This is actually type 1 3. I know that type 1 is the original. I know that they have some different type of type 1s. I think they have one that they use for walnuts. I don't think I work with a lot of walnuts, and even if I work with walnuts, it's mostly to make like charcuterie board or cutting board thereabouts. So yeah, I got my glue roller, so I'm going to use this to spread the glue evenly across the surface. One of my favorite woodworker that I watch on YouTube, his channel is called Bearded Vikings. You can check out his channel. He has a phrase that he uses whenever he's using glue up. He normally says add a dab of glue or add a dab of glue or something like that. I don't know if I'm saying it right. As a matter of fact, I'm a Jamaican, so I'm used to mess up almost every single word possible. Yeah, so that's one of his phrases that he loves to use. Add a dab of glue. Actually, this cutting board that I'm making, I'm going to give it to my mother-in-law. The very first cutting board that I made, I gave it to her. So when I came across this board, because it was made from pine, just the same, when I came across this board, I decided that she would be the perfect person to actually give this cutting board. So that's it. See, I get a good squeeze out. As you can basically see, have a slight idea of how this board, what it is going to turn out to look like. So I'm going to put this down and let it dry. So I'm going to move to my project that I've been telling you about when I just started the live. For this, I'm actually going to practice. I want to make a piece that I call abstract art. So let me clear up this table. One I need to start practically use this is it. So this is actually a piece of mahogany board, 1.5 inches. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it down into 1/2, 3/4, and then I'm going to get my tools and start to work on this piece here. So let me take it to the table saw again. Take it to the table saw again. Resaw this piece of board. Resaw this piece of board on the table saw. So I'm going to cut it down to, let me bring down the blade. So I'm going to rip it down to 3/4 inch. I'm actually making a wall art, like an abstract wall art. So this is the piece that I'm working with. So I'm going to get my Dremel tools now. Let me bring it up closer so you can see. So it's actually abstract art that I'm working on. So I'm going to do a little bit of carving. So I'm getting my Dremel tool that I'm going to use, and I actually got this Kutzall burl bits that I'm going to use. So I think I'm going to start off with this one, and I have a Dremel 3000 and a Dremel stylo, so I have both of them. So for this project I'll be using this first. Do some of the heavy removing. I like to try things that is new. Definitely find a lot of fun in doing stuff like those. So let me plug in this. Plug in this. Yes, so back to the conversation now. So you guys can let me know what are stuff that are on your mind, like business wise or things that you want to get started, but for some reason you are procrastinating, you can let me know in the chat. You know, um, is it that you need motivation, more motivation, or okay? First, let's start with this. I don't know if you guys are seeing, but look at that. It started to take shape already. Okay, I think I need to change my bit. Use this more aggressive burr. I need to get the heavy stuff removed first. So this is pretty much, you know, a timely process that requires a little bit of time and patience. Yeah. use this piece, this one, to remove as much, just make the outlines. I'm getting close to what I'm looking for. I might be using this small burr to get in some of the definitely feel like so far I'm liking what I'm seeing. As you can see, it is slowly getting down to where I want it to be. Just a matter of requires some patience. So you can see it slowly shaping up to what I want it to look like. You have to just slowly remove the board as I shape up. Don't know if you guys see how it is shaping up. It's getting there. Get it somewhere. So night is going to catch me on this project. But if I don't finish it today, at least you guys will be able to see. Because I still have to do some sanding and all of those stuff. So I know you guys will be able to see the actual finished product. So at least you'll get to see an idea of the rough shaping. What it looks like. lot harder. So I'm going here. Wood carving, you have to use a lot of tools. Oh, I think I got carried away a little bit. So as I was saying, okay, yeah, a little bit better. So this is good. Man, these things are work. Small things take. Yeah. Take some time. Okay. Tell me if you're seeing what I'm going for. I have to do some shaping up on this thing. Yeah. But it definitely looks far much better than what it started off in terms of the roughing out. Yeah. This is better. It's tight. Yeah, it take time shaping out. Yes, guys. Don't know if you've seen it. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. I think I'm getting somewhere. This is actually my first time attempting to do this. So far, I think I like what I'm seeing. I think it's going to be lovely, especially when I put the finishing sanding to it and all of those things, and then stain it. Yeah, definitely like it. Guess what, guys? I think night's up on me and I have to pack up. But I definitely enjoy your company. You have been a source of inspiration to me. Today is the only day I'm going to be saying this late in the actual live. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, now is the perfect time to smash that now is the perfect time to smash that subscribe button. That's one way you can help this channel grow. It will be greatly appreciated. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again when I do my next live. Let me show myself. As you can see, I am representing my country, Jamaica. Nice to see you guys in the chat. It is, I appreciate every single comment, every single subscriber. And looking forward again to hear from you guys next time as I see you again on the next live. From What's in Your Hand Woodworking, I am out. See you guys next time. Until then.